All right, let's try this again and let's be calm and relaxed. All right, hang on. There we go. Hello, welcome. I am Froststar Angel, and usually, obviously, the camera is huge and not small for me to do the intro. Uh, I am current. So if you guys like the video or the stuff I do, go ahead, subscribe, follow on either Twitch or YouTube. That way, you guys can actually try to keep up to date, or at least join the live streams or whatnot and hang out. Excuse me. The only reason why I have this screen up like this for right now is mostly because, hey, I want to talk about GenCon, which honestly, if you guys don't know, GenCon is technically a giant board game convention or TCG convention for some people or others, but it's also about D&D, which honestly, it's not bad. It's pretty fun. Now, I do want to talk about some of the events that happened at GenCon. Like, for instance, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Third day, I did go all 4 days with my friend Stray, who usually sits right here where the body pillow is. We both went for all 4 days. We had some fun. It did rain a little, but mostly on the third day. A tornado hit it right around, I want to say 6 o'clock? Right near 6, yeah. Me and him were heading to the car. It was pouring down rain. We hop in the car, start driving down the parking garage, like levels, and literally, as soon as we're getting down, the tornado warning siren goes off on both of our phones at the exact same time. So we knew it was bad because we could see a lot of smoke rising from all the manhole covers and the amount of rain and how many people did not want to drive past the smoke. So yeah, it was a little bad. And some of the ways that we take to get to downtown was pretty flooded. Yeah, pretty flooded. To the point where it kind of made it hard for us to get back home or to a place we actually want to relax at and whatnot. But yeah, it took like an hour and a half. Usually it takes like 30 minutes for us to get from downtown back to where we get to. But it took a little bit longer because some of the roads were really, really flooded. The main one that we usually take was extremely flooded. Yeah. So that got flooded. And it was one person actually got their car stuck in a huge ass puddle where the water was pretty much past a certain point. Normal car, not a truck, not a semi, not a pickup truck, a normal car. Okay. And one person was also pushing their car out of the puddle. I would say pretty much puddle. And that car was a low riding Mustang. They literally were pushing it out. And me and Stray pretty much had to make a quick U-turn and find another way back. Because me and him, we both looked at each other like, yeah, we're not getting across that. Even the pickup truck that was in front of us, they barely, I think it was a pickup truck, a tow truck that was able to get across, no problem. But, excuse me. But yeah, no. They were able to get across. We were not, so we had to take a little bit more of the outskirts in order to get to a highway so we can get home. And from there, it was interesting. It took a lot of time. By the time we got out of the rain from that tornado, it was pretty okay, pretty nonchalant, pretty relaxing-ish. Very, very dry almost everywhere. And it was okay. We had, I don't know, decent amount of time. And yeah, so we did go all 4 days. So the next day after we got home, we literally, I kid you not, found out some of the location, some of the halls got flooded by the rain. And yeah, it did hit local news that, hey, the tornado or rain was, the roof was leaking pretty much from the rain. And I'm trying to relax myself for a minute and get normal to talking wise. So yeah, I'm having a minor drink. I do have a beer in front of me from GenCon that Sun King did. I'll get to that in a minute. Right. So yeah, not only the next day, one of the vendors we did walk past had a little sign saying, "Oh hey, I survived Gen Con 2026 tornado," which me and him both thought was funny. At the same time, we're also like shocked that they made a sign or a T-shirt and already had it printed up, not for sale, but for pre-order, and just immediately was like, yeah, how much time? The pre-order thing was also laminated too, by the way. So I don't know how they were able to get it fully laminated and printed up and put on a piece of paper within, I want to say, 12, 13 hours of the tornado happening. So I'm assuming they probably had a lot of time, which if you are probably one of the vendors there or people from the exhibition hall, yeah, you probably stayed in a hotel and was able to do that. So yeah, not only did they hang out, do that, it was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Besides it raining, whatnot, doing this, doing that, it was okay. So yeah, not as bad, not crazy. We did donate blood during the convention. It was a 4-day convention. I think on the second day we did donate blood, me and him both. And they did say, I think they said, they told him that they will be shipping the not prizes, the crates or mystery boxes, whatnot, to the addresses we had on file. So I don't know when that's going to show up. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, they did say that they're going to probably ship it. But either way, that was on the second day. We did donate blood. I'm shocked that there was a tornado happened during the convention. But yeah, no. Other than that, not that bad, not that crazy, and it was insane to think that, oh hey, it was that packed. Like, I usually they say, oh hey, all the tickets were sold. Usually they say, like, on either X, Twitter, or X/Twitter, or something, or on their site saying, oh yeah, all tickets were sold out. No, it didn't say anything until we got to the convention hall. It's like, yeah, every single day was sold out. Yeah, on the first day. So we're like, okay, that's shocking. Not as much as not as shocking as, I kid you not, if you don't know a book called Dungeon Crawler Carl, there was a lot of people dressed up as the main character from that book. I kid you not. At least every 2 to 3 booths me and Stray passed, we literally saw at least maybe 1 or 2 people dressed up as Carl. Yeah, there was that many people dressed up as the main character from the book. Shocking. Very shocking. Even on the last day, I think I've seen 20 people in the exhibition hall dressed up as Carl. I don't know why. I know I read the manhwa. I understand why. Not to the point where I fully understand it. So I've not read the actual physical book. I only read the manhwa, so please don't get mad at me for that. But yeah, no, it's crazy how a lot of people get together and talk about D&D, play board games, try new board games out, or collect TCG stuff from there. It was interesting because I know every year at GenCon they team up with local brewery, which is Sun King. If you guys don't know, Sun King literally comes out with a limited time flavor every year for GenCon. I think last year it was a sour green apple, I believe. Never got to try it because I was somewhere else. Now, this year, since I was lucky enough to get there, actually enjoying my vacation to an extent before something, but yeah, no, I do have the can in front of me. I kid you not. Before I show you what it fully looks like, the name is called of this beer is called Rage Quit. Now, this is a limited time thing. You're never going to see it on a shelf ever. If it was on a shelf, I would like it to be on a shelf, not as, oh hey, this is a reminder. This was from Gen Con. No, literally, if this was an actual flavor from their actual line for sale or at the brewery, please remake this because this is literally what it looks like on the can. I kid you not. The flavor it says is an ale with cherry and lemon and lime flavor. I don't taste the cherry. I know it's not opened. I will open it when I have a chance and when I feel ready to crack it open and start drinking as much as I would like to right now, just to knock off a lot of nervousness right now. I would like to take some time. Now, I do have stuff from the convention I picked up with him. Some of it's fine, some of it says. I'll give an explanation on some of it. Okay? Not all of it, some of it. So please be patient. If you guys don't know Bryce Coy, he's an artist, and they got in contact with him, and he made the artwork on this cup. Now, the artwork for this was for sale at the actual booth. I did not buy that. I bought something else instead. And the reason why I'm standing is because I have the artwork. However, as much as I want to take it out of this and show you guys, I will show it to you in a minute. Because I also have a few other things back here that I'd like to show. But that's not just the only things there. We did get other pieces of artwork. We did pick up a couple board games, a little bit of an expansion pack here or there. Found a couple of TCGs we would like to play, or at least try out, or figure out how to play. So, yeah. I'm going to show you guys the artwork in a minute, which, yeah. This, obviously, I'm showing you guys the mini poster, not mini, the medium-sized posters now. This is technically what I'm going to try to put up on one, and the other one is literally Chainsaw Man. Yes. One was Umbreon Eevee with fireworks, which honestly I like, because that looks like summer, and it looks cool. I do have other artworks of them downstairs. I do have, I think, 2 shiny Pokemon ones that were signed. No, one was signed, and I think a Persona one was signed by him. The artwork I have for the one that's rolled up, it is signed, because the guy there, he did say the medium size of this was already sold out, and the large was the only one that was left that had his signature. So yes, this is a large. It is rolled up. It does have his signature on it. Yeah, would love to show it to you guys and explain what it is. It's related to Dungeon Crawler Carl, so that's going to be shown off in just a minute. There is other board games there. They had a crap ton of dice, and the one thing you kept seeing me like toss all back and forth is mostly because of this. This is technically, I kid you not, a silicone dice, a D20 silicone dice. So, because I did talk to the person there, he did say a lot of people with ADD does like the, oh, crap. It does bounce. But yeah, a lot of people with ADD or ADHD like to mess with the silicone dice. So they're like, yeah, they have a giant palm-sized ones. Thankfully, they're like $18, but because of tax, it was 20, so that's fine. Yeah, so I will stand and toss this on the floor just a second. So let me move the chair out of the way so that way you guys can actually see it. Yes, I know it's very loud, mostly because I'm tossing it or dropping it. Okay. Yep. Oh, gosh, great. Yep. So this does bounce, and it will roll. If you guys can't technically see it, there is actual numbers. It's not painted on there. I wish I could probably had the ones that were painted, but they would be smaller. So I prefer this because I kept going back to the booth one of the days and literally just like kept grabbing one of these and literally either tossing it or bouncing it the entire time. Even when I was leaving convention hall, I was bouncing this. So yes, I do have ADD. This is actually addictive thing to where like, oh hey, I can just focus off my phone with this. Yeah, it's fun. That's the other things I picked up. And yes, I do have other stuff back there that I also like to show. Yeah, no. So another thing is we did pick up a couple anime things here and there, but I'm going through the board game stuff. So if you guys don't know Cards Against Humanity, they were actually there. We were able to get literally the Big Bad Bundle from them, and they had two, I think, extra expansion packs that are supposed to be coming out soon. However, this is in it. They are in here. And there is also one, I don't want to say the name of it, mostly because it does involve a cat. There is a cat expansion in this, which honestly, I'm kind of glad, because we do have a coworker that likes cats, and they had a actual humor joke. We do have an envelope. I'm sliding that technically out of the way. I do have a bag right next to me with a couple other things. There is a crown downstairs that says that's kind of like a Burger King crown from one of the exhibition halls, from one of the vendors that was free that they were passing out. But yeah, no, that was not the crown I'm talking about. Was not from Cards Against Humanity. I'm talking about this. This is literally what they had at the booth along with the actual expansion. One of us did buy this. This was technically $8. I get you not. Well, the reason why I'm saying this is because on the back, it does have instructions. Because it literally does have instructions. If you guys can't read that, it literally says, oh, Map Cat X Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. So, it's Noel hair instructions. This envelope contains a lock of Noel's actual hair and a heart locket to put the hair in. Remove the hair from the little baggie and put it inside the heart locket. Then attach the heart locket on the locket to the zipper on the pouch. Meaning, I think this is for catnip. So if we're giving this to our coworker, I'm hoping they find this funny and then give it back. Mostly because I think this is a hilarious joke. If they don't want it, cool. I'm giving it to my mom as a joke. I think she would enjoy it more and find it a lot very, very hilarious. As much as you guys want me to open it, I'm not opening it. I'm letting one of them open it. And I would like to them see the reaction because honestly, if they do end up watching this, I want them to be surprised as much as I would like to be surprised when they open it. That's one of the reasons why I'm not opening this. I'm going to let them open it and see the reaction. Okay? That's the only reason why. Other than that, I'm keeping this sealed. Because I think there's a pouch in here for catnip. So, that's going to be fun. Yeah, tossing it. It's a little pile over there. Alright. Yeah. I'm pulling a little bit more stuff out from the bag that's at my feet, mostly because I kind of want to get through it to an extent, and technically try to play a game, but I don't know. Yeah, so this is technically I did not purchase. This was given to me for free, and it literally says Lords of the Ring, King's Gambit, The Witch King Limited Edition. So it's literally a little figure, like a miniature, in here that's for Lord of the Rings, and it's actually, I think, yeah, like technically used probably for any game or whatnot. I have the other one open. We were given two. What I have open is currently sitting on one of the shelves, not the ones behind me. Okay, probably somewhere off to the camera where you guys can't see it. So yeah, we got this as a free promotional thing. They did have to like punch a hole in the ID badge or the card holder just so, hey, he gave it to us. So saying that we already got one or whatnot. I'm going to leave that sealed because mostly I think that's going to be interesting down the road. But yeah, no. Not only that, I am going through a couple more. Oh yeah, we did technically buy a 4-pack of this. I don't know why I'm hopping back and forth. The only reason why I'm hopping in between is I'm very, very nervous and I would love to crack this open so I can show off what's underneath. Yeah, that and it's like 20 minutes past, so. Cheers. I'm just taking the beer. Take the edge off. Okay, now I taste the damn cherry. Wow. Mostly the lime. Damn. Yeah, so besides that, I have 2 other games. One was free. The other one I did buy. It was $10, and it's very unique. I'm showing the one that's free, okay, first. Then the one that I paid, okay, paid for. This is a game called Nine's Lives, and it's, according on the side, is a game by the people that made the Exploding Kittens. Now, this was given to us. It was free. They literally were passing it out. In the booth across from them, were passing out magazines, comic books. We didn't get one, mostly because we're more interested in this. And even the guy that was passing out the magazines was like, oh, I will gladly trade you the magazine or comic for the game. And I'm like, sure. And we still got another one. So, yay. I gotta open this. I do want to know how to play it. But I'll find out when I play with coworkers on how this works. But yeah, no, other than that, hey, it's fun. I'm setting it over there. Now, I do, the only reason why it's cracked this open besides to calm down and relax, it was also sitting on a set of coasters. If you guys never heard of Red Dragon's Inn, they were there. They technically were, they had a set of coasters, a full set of coasters. That's literally a different one. I have Wizard's Brew, Elven Wine, Dwarven Firewater. I've never seen that one in one of the things. I do have like a lot, at least a couple of the actual expansion packs of the Red Dragon's Inn. Stray hasn't played it with me yet. He tried the demo. I made him play the demo with me. That way I have a refresh on how things go. Let's see here. Halfling Stout. So, yeah. Fairy Ale. Yeah. I'm liking the artwork on it. They are cork on the bottom, so they're not going to stay up here. They're going to stay down at another location. But, and the last one, Dragon's Breath Ale. So, yeah. All of these are pretty much posters that I cannot set anywhere. Well, I technically can set them somewhere, but I'm not gonna get up just yet and set them down back down where they need to be. But either way, the next game is literally a game. If you guys don't know Blackjack, which a lot of people do, this is similar to an extent. It's called the 27 card game. This is technically a blackjack game. However, yes, it does say 27 and does not say 21. This is technically blackjack. Just better ish. And it's very quick. I kid you not. It literally, I think, took probably 20 minutes to play. 20 or less, give or take. Yeah, no. So, literally, I kid you not, tried this out, bought it, and I enjoyed it. Very quick, very simple, and very, very easy to play. So, the point of this, not only once you hit 21 or get over 21 or reach a certain point, you're supposed to show one of the cards you have. So you have one face down and you have two face up. And you add the two that are face up and literally together, and you have it set at a scoreboard or whatnot and go from there. Now, the card you have face down, that's also added to the cards that face up. However, you keep that information to yourself until you hit a certain point. Then you can reveal it and show, hey, you might have hit 27 or busted on 27. So, yeah. This is fun. I found it very fun. I actually want to play with a couple coworkers because they might actually enjoy this. But yeah, it's fun. I know I kept saying the word fun a lot. Another one is technically I'm holding a promo because they did not have starter decks. Mostly because I think they did say they sold out starter decks the first 2 days. So yeah. There's that. So the back is a game TCG called Grand Archive. What he explained it, or how he explained it, is kind of like Magic, but instead of having lands or whatnot, it's pretty much different. The artwork is pretty much more interesting. Can't take if it would focus on it. There he goes. Kind of see. It's very more interesting, more like vibrant. It was fun. He straight did struggle a little bit during the demo when we tried it, or finally had a chance to try it. We enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. I would love to actually get my hands on an actual deck and try to learn how to play. They did give us demo decks, however, we're not technically allowed to use those during a official game, but we can still play them as a deck. Because on the decks, there's a little thing that shows, oh, hey, this is demo cards, not actual game cards that can be used officially. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, other than that, that's, I think, most of the games I've shown. Oh, no. Two more. Well, technically one more, but starter decks for Cardfight Vanguard for the 15th anniversary. Me and him wanted to thankfully play this at work. That way we can actually try to relearn the game, or at least have fun and relax. So our team leads or managers doesn't get onto us like, oh, hey, you're on the computer, you're doing this. No, it's mostly get us off the computer. So that's the only reason why. There we go. That's one thing I need to get off the table. Yes, I'm still drinking the beer, by the way. Ooh. Now, I'm grabbing a very, very small stack of anime, either Blu-ray or DVDs. Now, the only reason why I'm saying a small stack, he does have other things. He did take at least a few from the stack and put them up. But, oh, excuse me. I do apologize about that. The first one I'm showing off is one that we actually literally were like, we would actually get this. It's a collector's complete Blu-ray set of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So yeah, not only is this the actual complete set, which I think it was about 170 or 180 for at the exhibition hall. It's actually not bad artwork for, I think, the Blu-ray. Yeah. Wait, that's how it looks. As that, then I think this envelope is something, I don't know what. He was thinking it was scenes from the actual show, which it looks like it, like drawing wise, anyways. Can't tell, but it looks like it. Like artwork from the show. Then one of these says illustration booklet. Yeah, introduction. Yeah, little introduction booklet for the show. And then it says final episode storyboard by Hiroshima Imashi. I think I said the name wrong. I do apologize. I do like this anime. And wow. It actually shows the sequence of the final episode. Yeah, so I'm showing how it looks. Mostly really quick. It's literally full on storyboard of the final episode. So that's interesting. I think, yeah, this is a poster. That came with it. I'm not gonna fully unravel the entire poster. But yeah. That was all that came from it. So for about, I think, 170 or 180, it was not bad. Pretty decently priced, I want to say. Ish. Considering where we bought it from, but yeah. It's not that bad of a price. Obviously not a big one that's up next. Dress Up Darling. Yeah, this one's mostly for me. Me and him bought the Cyberpunk one mostly because we both like it and it's something that we thought would be interesting. Now, what I'm holding right now is technically a DVD. However, if you guys ever heard of The Devil Survivor by the game, if you guys ever know the video game Devil Survivor, Devil's Ends 2, this is a DVD set of the actual anime. Yes, I found this at a convention. I kid you not. This is interesting. Mostly to me because I actually played the first game and the second. I don't think I beat the second one. I got extremely close. And then I think got trips out. Thankfully I still own the games for both of them, but they're 3DS, so not the DS version. But yeah, I don't think I beat the first one. I got stuck at certain points on the first one and screwed up at some point. But yeah, I got this mostly because I wanted something from the series. And I knew that they had, I think they had the anime. I barely remembered it, but I was shocked that this was there. So I'm glad Stray convinced me to get this. Even though it was 55, I think it was worth the 55. I would have been okay if it was 50, but yeah, this is actually nice. Yeah. Because that's extremely hard to find, and I think that's also out of print. The last one, kid you not, Yandere Dark Hell. Yes, I got this mostly because I wanted to read the manga, but I got this because it said Collector's Edition. But yeah, it's an actual steelbook. That's the only reason why. I think this was 80. So yeah. The only reason why I'm saying the price on those is mostly because we have a lot of anime and we're starting to build up a collection. And I think the most expensive one he owns is between 300 and I think a grand, but I don't. He's never gonna sell it. I know for a fact he's not. I don't remember the title of it either. But yeah, no, he owns like one expensive one, and that's shocking. And they did have figures there. I think 2 or 3 booths did. The booth that we got the Blu-ray and the DVDs from, I think it was Anime Pavilion or Anime Depot. I think it was Anime Depot. They also had a very, very small hentai section, literally of the DVDs and books. Thankfully, they had a little sign: if you are buying the hentai or the dojin, please show ID. Because they also had a mystery grab bag. I did not get that this time. The first time I went, I seen it, and I did buy it out of curiosity. Very, very unique, by the way. I would not get it again. If you want to do it as a joke to a friend, it's funny. But yeah, no. Other than that, I didn't get any of the books. I do apologize, but I was more trying to find mystery boxes. Did not find any. All I could find was mystery grab bag dice, like all mystery dice. Not a single actual mystery box or bag. However, I found 2 different ones that were mystery boxes, but they were all board games. Yeah. The price for them was $75 and $150. Yeah. Was not going to pay that. And another booth that I usually go to get my graded cards, a Pokemon, that were mystery boxes, they didn't have that. All they had was, I'm disappointed in them. I'm also extremely disappointed that they decided not to have them at all. It was all sports. Yes, graded sports cards. Yes, I know. It's like, oh no, why are you complaining about that? I'm complaining because they had a crap ton of graded Pokemon cards the last few times I went in mystery boxes, literally set up in sections. Their entire booth usually is not half a booth. It's literally 2 booths put together and went around the entire thing. It took up one full section, and yet they didn't have it. They didn't have a booth this year, and they usually have a box that was full of mystery goods, which has a golden ticket inside every now and then. If you get the golden ticket, they match up that golden ticket with the prize on one of the shelves or in a case. No one was buying them. I kid you not, because I see a dude open one up, literally pulled out Funko Pop, comic book, a couple of toys, and a little case that looked like a mystery box, but it was packs inside. I'm like, that looks weak. And I think it was like $45 for the box. 45, I think it was either 20 or 45, one of the two. It was not worth that amount of money just to do. It wasn't. I think they did only 100 boxes, and they didn't even get halfway through the boxes. I think they only done up to about a quarter of the boxes and gone from there. So yeah, that sucked. So I didn't even touch the mystery boxes from that booth, and just literally it's like, you know what? Let me walk around, do this, do that. But yeah. So I do have another figure. It is sitting behind me. I will show the box, but what I'm showing off is I never seen technically Pokemon actually have figures. They do have figures. It's just I never seen one that's by this company, which is I think Usimi Twinkmont. I know this is a Gardevoir. I know that. You guys can't tell that it's not open yet, and it's going to be shown probably in a short sometime in the future. So yeah, it is technically I think by the actual Pokemon company, and does say Usimi's logo on there, so it's probably real, which is usually real for some stuff. Okay, I am showing the box. I'm not showing the actual figure. The figure itself would be shown as a YouTube short. Mostly because I don't know if I can actually show this. I'm showing the front of the box, okay? I'm not showing the back, nothing. I think I probably showed the side, but who knows. This is technically from Gushing Over Magical Girls. And yes, this was there at the convention. I don't think the actual DVD or Blu-ray for it was there. But it was there. Mostly for fun. We got it because we never seen. We have an Android of it, which is one of the shorts I have already uploaded. But this is an actual figure for the anime, and we had to get it mostly because it's a bunny girl. Mostly for me. At the same time, I'm like it's something we never seen before. That's why we had to get it. So yeah, on this I know it says scan me. It's mostly because it's for the frames and for the artist. But yeah, no, Stray got this as art prints, and it's like, yeah, I would actually want to get this. There is one more in here. I don't want to take it out because I want to make sure he gets the frames for it first and go from there. But yeah, we have on the back, this is covering a lot of it. It's even going on, and there should be a bleach one in here for the artwork. And I do apologize if you guys can hear me farting. I really do apologize about that. Now, what I'm holding, I think it's artwork for one of the board games itself, which I think it was a board game on creating anime, which was interesting. So he got this and was like, all right, this looks cool. This looks interesting. I want to get this. And it's not that bad. And I'm like, that's cool. I got a shirt. Oh, it says the game right here. By Good Publishing Games, G Sogi, Anime Studio Tycoon, which is the name of the board game. And yes, it is in one of my sizes. And yeah, so this is technically, I seen this, I'm like, okay, I would actually wear this, mostly because I like the artwork, because this was one of the artworks for the cards from the game. So I'm like, I would get this, because it also has the board game on the back. Well, the name of the board game anyways. So, oh damn, I am farting up a storm. I do apologize about that. Yeah, that's another thing I'm like, want to show off, because it's unique, it's different. And I actually like the artwork for it. Now, what I'm doing right now was $75. It's for a game called Soul Master TCG. I've not opened it. I am opening it, mostly because it looks unique and it's different. Oh yeah, we did play the VTuber Oshi Push over there. It was not bad. We were both shocked that a lot of trans people played Oshi Push. We were not expecting that. I kid you not, I was not expecting a lot of trans people to play Oshi Push. Because he was really shocked. We were both technically really shocked by that. So, yeah. This is technically what the collector's one of Teen Ravi. It's that Teen Ravenheart, which I think is one of the characters they have for the game. I'm opening it up. Plus, inside I think is... Yeah, okay. So, inside, I'm seeing a mat with a sleeve for the game. And that has a carabiner for it. I know on the back it shows what that looks like. And the character. So yeah, that's different. I mean, it's nice that it comes with this. It's on the back of this show the full map of the game. And as much as I want to take the mat out and show it, I'm not sure I can show the chest area on screen. Now, there is cards in here, which I think they have the cards. There we go. Got it. Reset. Like actual cards, some of the cards in the case. And they're all either signed or have a limited edition number on them. There we go. Yeah, so they have a chibi one with signature saying it's like 200 and out of 230 out of 250. So each one's like probably a certain number out of like 250. I think a lot of those sold out. The only reason why I like got it is mostly because it looks cool, and I didn't want to just keep going back to the booth and be like, oh yeah, I'm just back for the promos. I got it mostly because I want to get back into the game and learn how to replay it. They did every single demo, almost every single demo cost at least a certain amount of money per one, which I can't complain, but at the same time, it sucked. Like, they did have a tournament, I kid you not, they had a full-on tournament. It's just, I didn't want to play the tournament and relearn the game. So, that's one of the reasons why I got that, mostly because, hey, why not? Yeah. Other than that, yeah, they did show off the Power World TCG card game there. However, because it's Bushiroad, their demo for it got shut down on day 3 during the tornado. And yeah, it was so bad that other booths were complaining about how long the line for the Power World demo of that TCG was going for. Not just the demo was free. The line for it wrapped around 3 to 4 of the vendor booths. And they literally had to tell them, hey, you gotta shut down this demo. You're causing issues for all the other vendors. You need to stop. So yeah, they canceled their demos for day 3. Literally kind of cancel them. Yeah. Now, I think that's all the stuff besides the artwork I've shown. Now, in this bag, it's actually from one of the booths, but not all of it. I did get a couple more graded cards, and I was able to sell a couple of graded cards. Now, I was able to pick them up because I did sell a couple of raw cards at the convention. They had a lot of people sell different things. I seen at one of the booths, literally people bringing in their bulk of Magic, Pokemon, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! As well to this booth, and I think the max amount that they had was a lot. I think they had a lot of cards. But yeah, they were selling a lot. So yeah, I got her because I figured why not? She was technically decently priced. I know you guys probably hate, it's like, oh hey, this ain't Chip Mew promo. Yes, it does say 8.5. I don't care. It was within the budget of stuff I wanted to get. And I kid you not, the full art of all 3 birds in here. Yes, it's a grade 9. I don't care. Because I think the grade 10 is a lot more. I mostly got that mostly for, well, because I like the full arts as well. And who knows if the value of the cards might jump in price or might change, who knows. Sure, he wanted me to get rid of one of these cards that when eBay was there, passing out free credit cards. He wanted me to get rid of that, and it was only $100. But both booths that did not want the card. Well, technically they wanted the card, but also one of the booths said we can only pay you raw value since the raw value of the card was $50. He was like, I can only give you 25 because that's. I'm like, that makes no sense. I get that you want to make your money, but that seems unfair. There we go. That's done. All right. Yeah. I will play probably video games later. So, yeah. And yes, they did have a dice pack for Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yes, I know it's already open. I wanted to open it and check on a few things. And yes, they did have a woven blankets. I wanted one of the blankets, however, it was like $250 for a blanket, and I didn't know if they had the one I wanted. So they had mystery ones, not like blankets, but packs for like 40. So we're like, okay, we'll get one each and go from there. So he got one which had a Bocchi the Rock keychain, and I got the one that had Esdeath. However, mine had very, very questionable stickers. His was normal. So I'm not showing the stickers. Excuse me. I'm not showing you guys the stickers, mostly because I do not want to get in trouble, and I know for a fact if I do, I might get banned or hit with a warning. So not happening. But yeah. The dice from Dungeon Carl's mostly varies. Well, that's trash from it. I don't know why. Oh, there's the temporary one. It says I think it's supposed to be a sticker or it says temporary tattoo. Okay, and it's an image of looks like moonshine with flames, but it says Carl's Jug O Boom. So yeah, this is apparently one of the dice, which honestly looks really cool. If you guys can't tell, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think dice of 7 or 8, which has the normal set of dice and everything. It looks, the color wise, it looks awesome. I kid you not. The reason why I think this is a raptor one because it shows a little raptor for I think number 6. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it does show the raptor on the back, but not like everything on it. So yeah, that's a little fun, a little cool thing that they did for the game. I do have the pins. They do have like a crap ton of stuff there that had exclusive pins for the convention, which I wish a lot of conventions did. So they had a booth that was called World of Trash, and yes, this is one of the free stuff that they were passing out. However, you have I kid you not, the booklet, not the coupon book that they usually pass out every single year. I think it was the name of it. It's pretty much like a magazine, and the first day we cannot find it until the end of the day. So we literally found it, and we're going through it. It's like, all right, cool. We did the thing that said, oh, hey, if we did this thing, you get this. We did it. There was also a crossword puzzle. As much as I wanted to go to the booth and buy something, the crossword puzzle only gave us 10% off. So we were like, yeah, not worth it. This is a little bit more worth it because I can actually show this for shorts, pretty much. Yeah. And yes, this will go back in the bag after everything's done. I do have other stuff. I do have more annual pins in here. I'm just going through it all. So yeah, here's this one, which honestly looks extremely cool. So if you guys can't tell, probably because of plastic. On the back it does say Dual Studios, I believe. Yeah, no, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. Ignore that. Let's hear. Yep. Here's another one, which honestly is one of the limited editions. Pen Bazaars. It's a collectible pen, yeah. I like it mostly because it actually looks pretty cool. He found one that I think is kind of like a Steamboat Willie one, which is, I think, Minnie as a bard. Yeah, it's either Minnie or Mickey as a bard. So that's kind of cool. That's one. Let's see here. Oh, hey. Yeah, so the booth I got the mini one from actually had mystery packs of pins. I did open two. I'm showing off the pack. I'm not showing off what's inside just yet. Mostly because I think it's already taken out or fallen out, one of the two. But yeah, this had like a lot of different pins and it looks interesting. So I got two of them just out of curiosity. Yes, I'm tossing stuff over there mostly because trash wise. I did buy like 3 packs of these. I had Persona 30th anniversary. I opened a lot and I got a lot of repeats. So yeah. Thankfully, the people at that booth, Shark Robot was able to swap out the multiple copy pins. So yeah. Here's the actual limited edition, I think, for the Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff, which I was kind of glad I was able to pick up. But yeah, no, it was actually pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to play the board game for it or the card game for it, but yeah. The CGC company was actually there. In case you know it. Mostly because they were handing out free pins. I did stop by and pick one up. But yeah, no. I was shocked that they actually had a grading company show up there. That's very unusual. Yeah, I have more enamel pins, but nice little cute ones. And oh, here we go. Here's the actual Dungeon Crawler pins. Like one says admission 1 to Grimald's Traveling Big Top Circus, which looks like a ticket. And then I think Carl's catchphrase, according to the manual of the book, it says "Goddamn donut." So yeah, that's what the mystery pins were, I think, in the packs. Slowly, I have a lot of pins in here. Damn. I did trade a couple of pins. I think I already took those pins out or put them in here. But yeah, another cute pin from the exact same booth that I got the pack from. Traded a pin for this one. It's a Delicious in Dungeon 1 of the Walking Mushroom, which honestly I think is kind of cool. I've never seen that, so yeah. They did have a booth that was from Cosplay Deviants. There was a last chance pins that he got me pretty much like, oh yeah, here. I got this for you. So yeah. Apparently Cosplay Deviants is there, usually there every year, I think. And they have either, I think, a party on the third day where you can they drive you to the location. Well, you show up at the convention hall. They pick you up, drive you to the location. You can drink your ass off until a certain point, and then they drive you back to the convention hall, which I think is like a 15-minute drive, 5-10-minute drive. That way, the alcohol's already running out of your system and whatnot, or until they run out of alcohol. But you get to hang out with the people that actually do the photos or whatnot for the company, and they hire the local DJs or whatnot. I think this year we didn't do the party. We did a different one that was run by them. However, this was called Dub That Hentai. Yes, they did this, and they got the people that showed up for it to help join in. So everyone in the audience had a chance to hop up on stage and make fun of themselves while also trying to dub hentai. It was funny. We were all laughing our asses off. I kid you not, the last one that the last group of people that did the dub. I would not want them to do the dub again. Mostly because the way they did it, it was not worth it. It was worth going there just for the humor. It was so funny because not only were they dubbing, they were also winning prizes and doing games in between each dub. And it was hilarious. To the point where I think everyone was having fun except for the people that had to hop up and go get their alcohol. Yeah, the line for alcohol for that was so long, I think it took up two of the dubs. They had to keep coming because, like, hey, we got to end it at midnight for this and be able to keep going. So, yeah, I'm going to show off a little bit more pins. I traded for this one. This one actually is nice because I've never seen this before. So I'm thinking it's pretty cool. Let's see here. Yep, I have a little rat, I think, destroying a city kind of like Godzilla for some reason. Honestly, I think it's interesting. I did find a Baki pin I traded after getting doing the blood donation, which honestly I never seen any of the Baki pins, so this is actually kind of cool to me. Found another one that I traded for, which honestly looks like a comic book or a manga one for D&D, so it's very interesting. Oh, a nice little, I think, spirit or a creature. Looks like a tadpole. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Persona, I think, 2 from the 30th anniversary. One of the mystery packs. So, yeah, the reason I think is papers, mostly because I have no idea why. That's the one thing I don't know why. The others for the 30th did have backs. I don't know why this one doesn't. That's the issue. I don't know why. Oh, looks like a little goat with a wizard hat or witch hat. One of the two. If you guys can't see that. Yes, I have a lot of pins in here. Let's see here. Oh, here's another one I traded for. A Glaceon, I think, on a nice little macaroon. That's kind of cute. Oh, here we go. Here's another Persona 30th anniversary. The female protagonist for 3. I think. Oh, yep. Here's another Persona 2 one of the main character. Never played Persona 1 or 2, so I do want to play those when I get the chance, or I have to. Now here's Pookie drunk. Yes, they had a pin from the Red Dragon's Inn actually at the convention, and now it's for sale. They did have plushies. As much as I wanted to get one, it was not worth it. It said it was pretty much $25 just to get the plushie, and it was $10 off if you bought the board game. I'm like, if you bought the board game, it's $10 off the plushie. I'm like, that makes no sense, and it wasn't worth it. The concerts were worth it for I think $30. They were definitely worth it. Yeah, another little cute pin. I think it's kind of like a gargoyle-ish. Not really gargoyle, like a Medusa. Slowly getting to the last handful. Then I'll just finally show off what the Legend and Crawler poster I got from Bryce at the convention was. Full Metal Alchemist one. So yes, it's I think the female character with the guns. I like the dog. So yeah, this was the last one. They told me I could take it off the their little stand. I'm like, that's cool. Thank you. Then oh, here we go. Megami. The Megami one, where she's literally yelling boom. So yay. He did go back for the a small set of fidget keycaps. So that's pretty cool. He got I think Garucho one and a Kurumi one. A little Cerberus, cute little Cerberus one. Oh, I like collecting pins. I'm just trying to find stuff for the pin board so you guys can actually have a chance to see me try to get that updated. I have not started the shorts on those because I'm trying to go through the figures and through other things. And yes, during the blood drive, they did have shirts. They did have a Pac-Man one, which I might start off with. However, it is just like the blood donation one, so it's I don't know what's going on with that, but it was interesting. I do have an unopened, unput together one, so I'll show that off real quick before I finish off the pins. This is what it looks like before trying to put together. Yes, this is what it looked like, and this is what they passed out at the beginning. So I don't know if they're going to be sending a mystery box or a crate of something or loot chests or whatnot after donating, because we both did our reds for the donation, which was I think red blood cells and plasma all together, and it fed the white blood cells back into us. And I think hang on, making sure this gets shut down. There we go. I can rest now. Okay. And I don't know if they're gonna be. It was plasma and red blood, the red blood that it took, sent the white blood cells back in with. I think I don't remember. It made me cold. So I'm thinking I don't remember what it was, but it made me cold. It made him apparently warm, which they were like, "Yeah, that's not good." Just sit down for like a while. I had to wait mostly because I'm like still shivering. I could barely move my legs when they were taking the. As soon as they were taking the needle off, my legs were still shaking. I was like, "Let me finish this juice that they gave me just to calm the nerves and feel more relaxed, not like tired or trying to fall asleep or whatnot." We did get enough sleep and everything. Yeah, no, it was fun. You know, it was the first time known. It was pretty different. I have darkness, and as a nail pin, yes. Trey seeing this is like, get it, because this is gonna be interesting for you as a short, and it's darkness. Even the person at the booth is like, "Oh yeah, darkness is great. Darkness is like the best one." I'm like, "Yeah, I prefer Kurumi. Yes, she's flat chested. However, she's more of a pyromaniac, and it was very, very more interesting to me. Darkness is pretty much someone that loves pain and loves and turns anything into pretty much, I want to say, sexual. So that's why I'm like, I don't want darkness. But when we came back to the booth and bought the keycaps, I was like, screw it, I'll buy 4 more pins and go from there. Yeah, no, so here's, oh, cute little box. Boxer, I believe, yeah. Or Kitsune one. Alright, the last 3 pins. So, a lot of people, I wore like a nice teal or, yeah, teal or turquoise jacket. Everyone was complimenting it like almost the entire time. All 4 days they were complimenting it. Even the people at the garage, at the parking garage, was like, "Oh hey," they were passing out the prepaid tickets to park. They literally were complimenting the jacket. So at the last day, they were complimenting the jacket, and someone asked, "Hey, can I see the back of the jacket?" Because it kind of I want to know. I showed them the back. They're like, "Oh, that's cool," and they showed me this. They're like, "Yeah, this is our Kitsune." I'm like, "That's cool. I will get that." As much as I wanted the plushie, I didn't want to ask how much the plushie was. I'd rather have the pin, mostly because I think it's interesting. But yeah, I asked like, "Oh hey, do you have a different color of the Gorgon?" They're like, "Yeah, no. Oh, we were selling. They were selling out a lot of this, and they said they wanted to do more color variants, mostly because how popular and how much it was. This was selling. You know, yeah, we wanted to. We're exploring. They were exploring color variants of that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I would love to get my hands on that. That's some see the different color variants. I see it. I was like, this looks actually interesting. I think a lot of people enjoy seeing that and ask. And the last one, they said this was Hellhound. To me, this looks like Cerberus, like a really unique Cerberus, which honestly looks nice. So yeah, that's all the enamel pins from the bag. I think that's. It looks like everything that I've shown besides the Dungeon Crawler Carl one. So I'm going to go ahead and toss everything in and go from there. I'm putting everything in the bag before I show off closer. That way I can go through this when I do the pin board and go from there. So yeah. There we go. I'm going to set that off to the side temporarily. I'm going to ignore that for a second, mostly because it's still lingo. So this is the final thing I'm going to show. And then I'm going to end stream and go from there. Yes, I know it's only for an hour. Mostly because I've been talking and I kind of want to just talk about the experience. I will put it back in. If not, I will just leave it out just for a minute. There we go. Yeah, if I can't put it back in the sleeve, I'll just leave it out and set it somewhere. So yeah. Oh, some of these actually characters I don't recognize. Some, not all. But yeah, no. This is Pesco's version of Dungeon Crawler Carl, by the way. So yeah, this is a large print, by the way. The other two prints I showed you were mediums. Yes. So the person in the boxer shorts is Carl. The cat on his shoulder is Donut. I don't know who the raptor is, or the person that says Kata, and everyone else. Yeah, Zev, Batsy, Mordecai. I think I know Mordecai. Yeah, I know this one and this one. But yeah, no. Right outside, it does have Bryce Quaid's signature. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. This actually won't hang up somewhere where you guys can see it. However, as you can tell, the skateboards hanging on the wall, they're taking up a lot of space. But I do want to put it to where, like, if you guys can see where the cut off the wall scroll right is, I want to put it there. That way you guys can see it. And it shows that I'm a fan of Bryce Coy, and I'm a fan of the Dungeon Crawler Carl. Mostly because I think this is actually unique, and it's an interesting concept to where it's treated as D&D almost, but it's also very, very unique. And yes, I'm going to try to put this back in just a second. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. Yeah, no, I'm going to put it back in the sleeve. Mostly because I want to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. Because this actually feels like it was just recently painted too. So that's why I'm going to try and put it back in. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, the lure of it for him is the reason why he's wearing just boxer shorts and no shoes. It's mostly because he walked into, I think, the dungeon like that, and it immediately assumed, oh, hey, he has a fighting, pretty much where he has to fight with no shoes on and whatnot. So it just kept giving rewards related, or achievements related to him being barefoot and being in boxer shorts. So apparently the system that he has is pretty much unique. Or at least to a certain point. That's the only reason why I'm like, I actually enjoy it, because it's funny. He's arguing with the talking cat that his ex wanted to get rid of, but he wanted to keep, because hey, his ex wanted to replace the cat with a younger version, or with a kitten of some kind. Like, okay, that's not good. I agree with Carl. Protect the cat. He may not like the cat, but he cares about the cat more than his ex. Mostly because if I was in his shoes, yes, I would 100% protect the cat from your ex if you're willing to replace a cat that won so many competitions. And literally, it's like, yeah, I'd rather take the competition winning cat, and protect it from your ex. Yeah, that seems more reasonable than anything. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see if I can get this back in here. Yeah, for some reason the cat likes talking to the fish named Zev. I kid you not. They talk about TV shows from Earth, and it's hilarious. I'm like, that makes no sense. How and why are you talking to the person that's in charge of you and making sure, oh, hey, you're doing everything correctly? This is an administrator, by the way. The fish is an administrator, and it's not in charge of his system, only of him. So, whoever's in charge of the system, no idea. If they are in charge of it, they're crazy. I kid you not. So, Carl's doing his best to keep Donut alive to a certain point and making sure he stays alive along the way. So, yeah. I do want to get the book or the series of books and read, but I'm not much of a reader. I prefer looking at images. That's why I'm reading the manual. As soon as a new chapter comes out, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go and read that and go from there. But yeah, no. I just find it interesting that was what it is. I'm like, this feels like D&D, but in a dungeon the entire time. They're just going from floor to floor to floor to floor. I think they said there was like 15, 20 floors. And each floor is harder and harder. And every single one he meets has said, oh, I made it to this floor and this floor. He met one person that made it to the 12th floor and then I think died, or at least was given an option of, hey, be a person in charge of the newbies or something else. Someone else made it to the 13th floor, but they were given a spot of, hey, you can run this talk show and go from there. Yeah. The person that made it to the 13th floor is in charge of a talk show that gets viewers in or whatnot and go from there. It's different. But yeah. They try to keep information going and whatnot. I'm like, how are we putting this together? How are you doing this? Like, it's so interesting. To the point where even Carl's questioning the logic behind this dungeon, because they're treating it as a game show. When I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this up. When he's fighting the first floor boss, after he defeats it, one of the people that was technically in the party ran ahead. And when they were playing the playback of it, that party member was wiped away. Meaning he doesn't know if that party member was either alive or dead. All he knows is that party member was there during the entire fight. And literally, I kid you not, was there the entire time. Even the people he partnered up with literally was confused and questioning it. So there's a lot of good twists and turns. I recommend at least reading it or reading the manual on Webtoon just so you can understand what's going on. Even I'm having a hard time like putting stuff together, mostly because I'm like, okay, I'm reading this, but I'm like, I need a book. Give me a book and I'll gladly like read if I can. As much as I want to do the Audible books, I don't want to. I'd rather get a book, but yeah, for me, I do need like audio playing, just pay attention. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video or stream. If you did, I do apologize if it's a little long, but I enjoyed GenCon, and if you guys like finding new board games or existing ones or D&D, I recommend it. They have a lot of demos. They have a lot of upcoming TCG card games, board games, indie board games, D&D expansions, Warhammer. There was a lot of Warhammer, by the way. I kid you not. So much Warhammer there besides Dungeons and Dragons. The number of dice stalls there, or dice booths there, I think they had like 2 sets of dice booths per company or per vendor at 2 different locations throughout the entire time, and we kept passing them more than once, and we're like, okay, it has a lot of vendors just for dice, and you guys paid this much. Where's the mystery boxes? We were searching the entire time, the entire convention, for mystery boxes that was not dice related. The last time we went, when eBay was still there, passing out those credit cards, we found actual mystery boxes. This year, none. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. Yeah. I was going to buy mystery boxes, like I said, probably in one of the past streams or videos, but no. I didn't find any that actually is like, oh, hey, let's do this. Let's do that. Didn't find any. As much as it's like, oh, hey, do the 18 up one. It's going to be funny. No. I can't. As much as I want to get it in, do it as like, oh, hey, here's a joke. Open this up. Do not show it on stream. I cannot do that. They did have a grab bag. I done the grab bag from Anime Pavilion. That had like for $40 from 40 or 45 or 50. It was okay. It's not like the greatest. I think it had like anime that no one's heard of in them. So I'm like, okay, it's not worth it ish. So I had to pass on those. As much as I wanted to, it wasn't worth it. So I understand. But yeah, no, we found a booth that had mystery boxes on their website. As much as we want to get those, we're gonna have to wait, save up money, pay bills, and whatnot, or try to do it during Black Friday or Christmas or whatnot. I plan on getting one of the woven blankets that was there, either that was at least 400 or at least 500 worth dollars, because I want it as like a certain character or a VTuber, and just have it like as a main blanket. I have a Scooby-Doo one around here somewhere I'm utilizing, but I would like a woven blanket just to be like, oh yeah, sure, here, use this. But yeah, either way, thank you guys for watching this video or stream. I am Frostar Angel, and if you guys like the video or stream or yeah, or whatever it is, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch down in the description, and yes, there's a throne wish list, which I've forgotten multiple times to bring up. This time the throne wish list is updated, so if you guys want to help out and donate or at least do random gifts, there are some things on there that I'm like would need as like a soundproofing, like a little sound barriers or sound dampening stuff to help out, mostly to dampen like any echoing from speakers or whatnot. It would help out tremendously if you guys check that out. I don't want to force anyone who's watching this near the end. If you guys are, please just check it out, see what it looks like. But if you wanted to help out and try to get stuff for me, it's perfect. I don't want to force it on people. I just want you guys to enjoy the videos. If you want to help out and try to minimize or help out with, I want to say, making the setup a little bit better, go for it. I'm all for it. If you want to get stuff for me that's like, oh hey, here's a mystery gift, here's this, here's that, go for it. It's up to you guys. I don't care. If you guys send me mystery stuff in the mail, I will gladly try to open it and go from there. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video or stream. I know this is the third time I said it, but go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. If you want me to talk more, go ahead and leave a comment and ask what other things have you done in the past, or what's your favorite cartoon movie. Like, ask questions, leave a comment, make it to where I can actually try to answer some of those questions, reveal a little bit more about me, or what I do, what I collect. Not really like the actual job from this, but you get the picture. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, and leave a like or a comment, and hopefully you guys follow on Twitch. That way you guys can try to hop in stream. Sorry if I'm trying to catch your breath. That way you guys can actually try to get updates. I'm trying to get a schedule set in place for streams, but it's gonna be a hard time to like nail that down. So yeah. But either way, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Bye. Yes, I know I'm staring this down at the camera. Yeah, mostly because I'm because of the OBS. That's mostly why. But either way, see you guys next time. Bye. And I will explain the body pillow later next time. Either way, bye.